Okay, thank you very much for waiting. Welcome to the Rakuten Technology Conference 2014. Now we are going to start keynote speech from Mr. Hiroshi Mikitani. Please welcome him with a big round of applause.
Okay, welcome everybody to Rakuten Tech Conference 2014. As a matter of fact, this is our 8th technology conference, and we demonstrate how handmade our conference is right now. But this time, the theme is sparkling gold. So I need to find out what my sparkling gold is. But today, I would like to talk a little bit about what's going on in the industry. What's going on in the society. So when I was in Silicon Valley, I was talking with the CFO of eBay, Bob Swan, and having, what the future is going to be. And he came up with the old phrase I used to use, see around the corner. When I started Rakuten in 1997. This was February. This is the founding team. I had my wife extra over here. But this was 1997, 17 years ago, when we didn't have a smartphone. We didn't have a fixed line. We had to use analog dial-up modem. Internet speed was extremely slow and expensive, but we envisioned that future is going to be different. So what is important is see around the corners. What we are seeing right now, maybe not what it is. If you turn around the corner, what you see may be totally different. So there are several crazy people, maybe including myself, maybe Larry, Sergey, or Mike, or Jack, who see things a little bit differently. And we believe, we may be wrong, but we believe we know what's there, right? So this is a very, very important point. Don't just consider the trend is going to be just keeping. We have seen rise and falls of many, many internet services. I don't think it's proper to name those falls. This, maybe when we have a private conversation, I can tell what went wrong. But what we need is we need to constantly change. We need to constantly try to think what's going to happen in the future. So Rakuten started from 5 employees. Now we have 15,000 employees all over the world. Now this is sadly the last tech conference which we held in this office, and we are going to move to Futago Tamagawa, new office. So next tech conference will be held in our new office, and this is going to be completely new environment. We're going to have a very good design, very pleasant environment to work. And we would like to enhance creativity as well. Not only we're going to have a fitness center, we're going to have a beauty salon, we're going to have acupuncture masseuse, we're going to have a dentist, we're going to have a laundry service, and we're going to have a karaoke center, and make it very, very liberal. And on top of that, we are going to have a daycare center, so that I told our guys we need to make our daycare center the most advanced daycare center in the world. Of course, it's going to be bilingual, and I'm trying to make the most innovative daycare center in the world. So what's going on right now? There's a few keywords, I think, for the current, how to call it, the trend. One of the most important things is internet is not just about PC and mobile phones anymore. Everything will be connected to internet. All these lights, everything, car will be become auto drive with the big data behind it. So Internet of Things will not just change how we communicate, but it will change the complete lifestyle of the people. Not only the consumer market, but manufacturing machines, agriculture machines. Everything will be connected to the Internet in the very, very near future. So we're talking about not Internet revolution, we are talking about digital revolution. And there are a few things which is basically supporting this, massive trend of revolution. One is cloud computing. Definitely, we could have underestimated the impact just, looking at the surface of the benefits of cloud computing. But I think cloud computing is completely changing the IT industry, definitely. And smart devices. Everybody will be connected anytime, wherever you are. One of the big concern right now is about privacy. It's sometimes, even for me, very uncomfortable that maybe the large Silicon Valley-based company know what I'm doing, what I'm searching, where I am. But I think there's a huge benefit for being connected 24 hours, 365 days. These things are redefining everything. Not just redefining retail, not just redefining media, not just redefining the content, but is in my word, redefining and rewriting the rules. I just recently published a book called Rakuten. As a matter of fact, this is the reverse translation of my English book called Marketplace 3.0. So I did the other way around. I didn't translate my Japanese book to English. I translated my English book back to Japanese. And as a matter of fact, this is the most popular book, so that's a kind of irony. But maybe the English is much more straightforward and simple language to really talk about the key points of what's going on. Let's just talk a little bit about Rakuten. So I started from scratch in 1997. Started from 2 people. The first month, we only had 13 merchants. And the first month, our transaction was just around 3,000 USD, US dollars. So about 300,000 Japanese yen. And of course, I was buying 2,000. So real transaction was just 1,000 USD. But group-wide, we are trying to, including e-commerce, affiliate marketing, credit card transaction, the transaction volume of Rakuten is reaching 10 trillion yen very soon. So with regard to membership, we have 94 million membership in Japan. There's only 97 million internet users. Overseas, we have 57 e-commerce membership. Fiverr, 608, very close with Line. And we're adding 1.2 million every day. Content ebook, we have 53 million. In Japan, I never imagined this when I started the business, but we have a gigantic market share in many, many product categories. The music instruments, 20%, golf gear, 18%, the furniture drawer, 16%. Some interesting things like a sewing machine, 11%. Bed, we have 11%, and so forth and so forth. Given the current momentum, the market share, this is not the market share in the internet shopping. This is the market share for entire retail market. So we have a very, very big market share in each category of the products, and this is increasing. The Rakuten now has many different businesses, ranging from e-commerce to credit card. But when I started Rakuten, everybody was so skeptical. Now you have seen the huge IPO of Alibaba, which we never imagined in the past. But they are kind of leapfrogging the legacy, the process of retail development in developed countries. But I think we need to think about then, we need to see around the corner, but also we need to think about how we can build very innovative business models. Digital revolution is going to change the business model. It is going to change the organization, and it is going to change the consumer. So what is a sustainable business model? Just trying to keep Rakuten each of business standalone, or do you want to create ecosystem? Rakuten is one of the first companies to start the word ecosystem. If you think about why Apple is strong, of course, the hardware is excellent, but more than that, they have created ecosystem. So has Google, and Amazon is trying, and Rakuten has created its own ecosystem. Our ecosystem is in the center, is a membership. So there are a few ways to approach internet businesses. One way is like, Google, you basically control the entry point of the internet. Whenever you want to go, you need to search on Google. We look things from different direction. In our opinion, membership should be the core, and we need to make sure people are engaged to our services. Definitely, e-commerce, digital content, and finance. And all these services are becoming more open. Maybe current Rakuten model, current Alibaba model, current Amazon model is already too old. We need to move to the next generation. And we should not be afraid of denying our past success. Because past success, you don't look back, we need to see around the corner, right? So what's going on? When we started financial service, everybody thought, oh, financial service. If you think about where Alibaba is making huge amount of money, it's from finance service. So how we can use big data, not just for optimizing your ads or optimizing and personalizing your UX, but you can use in various ways. So as digital content, there are many, many different ways we can create the business model. Rakuten also created Rakuten Super Points, which was very unique. And now many companies are copying it. So we have been always the front runner of many, many unique ideas. What I think on top of the business model, which is very important for continuous innovation, is you need to have a very good social goodness, social mission. And Rakuten's social mission is empowerment. We believe internet will enrich the consumers and people. We believe using internet, we will be able to help the small to medium-sized enterprise not to destroy their business with the power of IT. We believe shopping should be fun, not just trying to make everything as cheap as possible, but we would like to enrich the shopping experience. Based on these themes, Rakuten made several acquisitions. One was Viber. And we bought Viber, by the way, in February. And 1 week later, Facebook announced the acquisition of WhatsApp at $19 billion US. So I felt very, very good because we only paid $900 million for Viber. And the membership was almost safe, and Mark paid $19 billion, I paid $900 million. I felt I'm very, very smart. But anyway, of course, it's a different service. We believe the telecommunication will become very, very different in the future. And Viber has the most secure and the best quality voice service. And it's very difficult to be blocked. We have not been blocked by China yet. We will see. This is very, very challenging. This is not broadcasted in China, no? So But many countries has tried to block Viber, and we have been able to basically break through their great firewalls. We are most international, the messaging applications. Now 608 million unique registration. And with regard to the same definition as Line, we have 400 million users. So what is messaging apps? Why, Facebook paid 19 billion to WhatsApp? Why, we are seeing a very, very strong power of messaging applications. We need to think about it. Maybe messaging apps will take over the Google search. Your artificial agent, concierge, on the messaging apps will become your guide for the internet and become alternative of search. So we believe owning the messaging apps and combining with our ecosystem is going to be extremely powerful. People are more engaged than email. People are more engaged than the web. Another acquisition we made is Ebates. So Ebates is very different. But in my opinion, this is future internet shopping mall. We need to forget about old definition of things. When you think about currency, we think dollars, Japanese yen, Chinese renminbi, Korean won, euro, but new currency may be in a different format. It may be Bitcoin or other digital currencies. The search may be in a different format. Social network may be replaced by something else. Internet shopping, what you need is good merchants, good product selection, good UX. Putting everything onto one server, we thought this is the way we should do. But remember, I started my company in 1997. Environment was totally different. And we need to keep, redeveloping the future. So Ebates, we have this year, we're going to do more than $3 billion of transaction. Ebates is very popular in China. We are growing over 60% year on year. So this is the redefinition of internet shopping mall, in my opinion. And the other very, very important point is big data. Owning data, behavior data, transaction data is going to be a king. This has been the very unique strengths of Google, right? Google knows who you are, what you like, where you shop, and more. A little bit scary. So for them, they don't need to guess what's over there around the corner because they have data, right? So how we can get the data is going to be very, very important for future competition and guessing what's going to happen. So based on that, we are making our acquisition. And Stice now has more than 1 million users using as their shopping organizer. What they do is they give us email address and password, and we will organize your shopping records. So not limited to just Rakuten, our competitors, everybody we will function as your shopping organizer. And we will be able to tell what's going on in the industry. The another example of the power of data is RIT has been trying to forecast the governmental financial index in advance. So there's one very, very important economic indicator called composite index. This tells where the price is going. So 2 months prior to the government announcement, we started to predict what government or Bank of Japan is going to say. And we use our search data, our purchase history data, and whatever we do. No subjective judgment, no subjective analysis, just purely running statistics. Now we concluded that we will be able to tell the future government announcement with 0.4% prediction error. So we can tell what BOJ is going to say, I think. You know, statistics, maybe we're wrong, but it seems we have very strong, high level of confidence about this. So big data is going to be the key for the future success of the internet industry. Maybe not just the internet industry, but for everything. And big data will help us to see around the corner. Last thing I would like to talk about is importance of globalization. As you know, Rakuten made a very aggressive transition of internal communication language from to Japanese to English 4 years ago. Some of the very high Japanese business executives accused us, attacked us, saying, "Oh, these guys are crazy." Yes, we are crazy, but in a good way, right? Now, 70%, more than 70% of new engineers we are hiring in Japan are non-Japanese. And definitely, there are variants of English skills, even within Rakuten, I need to admit that. But at least, you know, we do not need to worry about it, about bringing, you know, non-Japanese people from our foreign subsidiaries over here, vice versa. And now we are benchmarking our global competitors, not only American companies. We are, you know, basically learning many things from Chinese companies. We are learning many things from European companies, not just limited to the internet, but from other businesses as well. So globalizing is a huge advantage, and definitely it will basically enhance the sense of innovation. Just to tell you, our guys worked extremely hard. When we started this project, the average TOEIC score of Rakuten was 526, and it reached 785. I think it's maybe a little bit higher because this was August, and we will reach over 800. Not only for Rakuten, we are being a big shake to Japanese society. Right? Today, in Nikkei, basically there was an article said the English entrance exam will be changed from 2021, that they will consider adopting TOEFL and other third-party public English exams as the alternative of current translation-based entrance exam. I have been the committee of their member. I told Prime Minister this is what we need to do, because innovation is not just about Japanese, or, you know, we need to bring the best and brightest from all over the world, and that's going to create a very interesting chemistry. You know, diversity will give us a different perspective to different things. So this is very, very important. And lastly, the Rakuten, because of that, became extremely global. Some businesses is still in a very early stage. But I think, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, Rakuten is more global than our competitors. We are not a Japanese company. We are a global company started from Japan. We like Japanese hardworking culture. We would like to keep it, but we do not want to carry on the bad aspect of Japanese culture. Product development, research is critical. We need to stay innovative. So we're investing into technology, fundamental technology innovation, as well as the application level. and we would like to keep contributing to the development of the IT society. Thank you very much. I hope you will have a very, very productive and enjoy today's technology conference. Thank you very much.
Hi, Mikitani-san. Could I have a question? One or two? Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? Wait, please set mic.
Okay.
Sorry. So, would you like to set the one stand mic over there? Please make line. Oh, I think please set the mic. I guess you all have very good question for our CEO. Okay, please come to the microphone to have the question. Thank you.
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for the speech. As part of the Rakuten ecosystem, I was wondering if artificial intelligence, AI in general, will be part of Rakuten strategy in the future?
Well, of course, I think using big data, we are going to be more dynamic. We are not going to just probably the front page. It's already a little bit different from one person to another, but it's going to be completely more, personalized. And the algorithm does need to be more advanced than the old way. When you talk about artificial intelligence, meaning like
even robotics in general.
Robotics.
Yes, like we saw SoftBank, which is having implication with a French company, and having these paper robots that they will be selling next year. I was wondering if Rakuten will be also going into this direction in the future.
Well, compared with Google, to be very honest, and Facebook, I think we are, in terms of hardware, the only hardware we produce at this moment is I think a Kobo e-reader and tablet. And we've got the mechanical engineering. We have not invested that much. Having said that, so we have this lab called Rakuten Institute of Technology, RIT. And RIT researchers do not have any sort of, company mission. The only company mission they have is do something they believe it's going to be benefit Rakuten someday. So some of the people, our researchers, are working on the hardware as well. So we do not have a company initiative yet. We have other priorities, but in the future, maybe.
I may have one more question, if I may. Sorry. I saw that Rakuten also have this venture capital in Singapore, and I was wondering in which vertical industries this venture capital will be investing.
So we were the lead investor to Pinterest. And we made we were one of the lead investors for Ctrip in China, for example. We have good ownership in Chinese travel service company called Tuniu. And we have been not really formally created venture capital, but we have been investing into the startups. The Singapore one is led by the person called Simon, who used to be the member of Google Ventures. And we believe that but that's only one VC fund among the many VC investment we make. We also created a fintech fund we are a very strong believer of Bitcoin. So we created a fintech fund. We have Rakuten Ventures in Asia. Probably we want to make one more VC in Silicon Valley as well. So we're going to have several, and we'll probably one in Japan too. So we're going to have several investment arms. And basically, of course, fintech fund, we have a very clear definition of which company to invest. But the other, investment vehicles, we do not have a very specific categories to focus.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Great question. In the last, please big applause to the Mikitani-san.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so
Have
much.
fun.